Oh, it gets your blood moving. This is David Diamond. David, do the honors. Please introduce me to your friends and cohorts.
This is Zero on guitar.
How do you do, sir? And the man behind you.
Max Styles on the drums.
Max, nice to see you, sir. And over here on keyboard.
That's Mr. Sonny Keys.
Sonny, welcome. Are you all from Toronto?
We are all from Toronto except for myself. I'm from the West Coast also, Victoria, BC.
See, now, if you're from Toronto, you wouldn't be out of breath doing those split jumps over there. You'd be in better shape. You know, we were talking about the difficulty of crossing the border with music. We share so much in common. Why is it so tough for us to get up there and you to get down here?
Well, there's a lot of regulations up in Canada as far as the performing rights. There has to be 30% Canadian content. So they don't like too many American companies coming up there. Also, for us to come down here, our money's worth a lot less, you know.
That trades back and forth, I might add. Sometimes I go up there it's worth a lot more.
So it costs a lot more money to come down here and tour, so you have to start off with, initially more money than you would need, say, here. It's great to be here in the States, though. We love it.
We're delighted to have you here. Now, after playing bars and saloons and clubs and all that stuff, one day you're in making your own album, spending your own money.
That's right.
Good fortune strikes in the person of whom?
Bob Ezrin, who walked in one day and listened to what we were doing and said, I'd like to mix your album, boys, that you did yourselves.
Now, there may be a few people in the world who don't know that this guy is famous and very wealthy and well-known. He had just finished
Not
another...
as wealthy as you might think, really.
No, he had just finished another project, had he not?
That's right, The Wall by Pink Floyd. He just finished that one up.
See, he wanders in and he finds 4 young Canadian lads spending their money crazily there.
Well, he's a Canadian as well. He's from Toronto.
Well, the thing that would bother me, if I had worked that hard, spending my own dough, and here comes this big guy, and he says, he wanted to re-record the whole
We
thing?
did the whole thing over again. But it was worth it because he found things, spots of the album that were a little bit weak, not up to his expertise. So we redid it all. He just made us work more as a rock and roll unit, It's a tight little group we got now.
You mean to tell me, Zero, there wasn't a flash that came across your mind? You would pick him up bodily and throw him out a window somewhere?
Well, we thought we'd gaffer tape him to the wall, but we didn't do it.
It's worked out well.
Yeah, he's a great guy, too. Real easy to work with.
Tell you what I would like to do. Jan, can give me a shot of those people over there because I want to cover the beginning of this song. It's tough to get into it, and I promised you I would do that. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please, if you will, let me hear